Hi and welcome. In today's video, we're actually going to look at some of the things that I thrifted yesterday, and I had a really good day thrifting. So, and then I'll share one phenomenal find that we got that was my husband's. Just stopping by on the way back from the grocery, and wow! So. Welcome again. I'm Jackee Schwartz with Planet Einstein. Thanks for being here, and let's just dive right into it. We've talked in theory a lot, but I haven't actually shown you some of the numbers and my thought process in terms of why I picked this up and what I'm going to sell it for, what I hope the profit will be as a result of my having bought it and getting it listed. So whoops, I just dropped my phone on the floor. Let me reach down and pick it up. Let me show you one at a time, and I'm looking at my inventory sheet. Remember, we talked about getting it in the inventory sheet quickly. If you don't, that's what results in what people call death piles. And death piles are all this stuff that you buy and you don't get it listed. So you have money just sitting there in a pile doing nothing for you. So let me grab this first one. I have kind of a mess on my desk, but this one, actually, I still have prices on it, so I'll tell you what I bought for it. All of these, by the way, were one of my two favorite Goodwill stores. So this one actually is an Enesco, which is the brand, Enesco, E-N-E-S-C-O, and it's called Where the Heart Is. The artist is Robin Pickens, and it has a quote on the handle in reference to Proverbs 17:22, and it says, "Be happy," and of course it's a little bumblebee flying across the mug, and its price is $2.99. Now this is the only one I had a little bit of reservation about getting, but as I looked at the pattern on it, the condition, and the fact that it was in essence $3, I've got a loose hair hanging here. So that Max is going to take curly out, yay. So anyway, really pretty kind of a turquoise robin's egg combination color, blue interior, not a chip on it, not a crack, no crazing. So anyway, $2.99. My, of course, initial thought was, well, let me look it up and see what the comps are. Well, that was not fruitful because there weren't any. There were other Enesco mugs, lots of mugs, and quite a few Enesco mugs, but none with this pattern by this artist. And so I had to think, can I get what I want from selling this mug? And my rule of thumb is 4 times what I paid for it, if at all possible. Because by the time you pay all the fees associated with buying, processing, shipping, packaging, etc., all of the time that goes into it, plus the expenses and eBay's fees, you're running close to 40 to 50% gone before you get profit back from it. So could I sell this for, let's see, 4 times 3 times 4 is $12 for the mug. So that was a judgment call on my part. Is it different enough? Is it in good enough shape? will people like it and will someone want to buy it? So I decided, obviously, to get it. So that was my number one item and my process in deciding to pick it up. Okay, the next one was another mug. And actually, this one was also $2.99. I haven't taken the label off of that one yet, so you could see it. The M&M mugs are pretty collectible. They come in a lot of different sizes and shapes and patterns. And this one, again, no chips or cracks or crazing. There is something down here at the bottom underneath the M, but I'm not worried about it. I don't think it will be a deterrent. So again, 3 times 4 is 12. I looked up the comps to see what they're selling for. They were kind of all over the place, some 20, some $4.99, some somewhere in between those ranges. But again, I made the decision that, yes, I could get a minimum of 12 for it. So 3 times the 4 rule, what I paid times 4. So let me go down to the next one. And by the way, this is number 697 items in our inventory list. So I was going, whoa, I'm getting really close to 700. The next one, the M&M, was 698. This one, oops, I have it over here. Gonna have to get up to reach it. This one was 699. He's a little llama alpaca, and he has that for a cute little face, and has a little knitted blanket on his back. The tag doesn't have a date on it, so I don't really know for sure what his date is, but I paid 99 cents for him at this particular Goodwill. The plushes are 99 cents, so I definitely knew he would sell for at least $4, but I'm thinking, based on the comps that are out there, that I'm going to list him probably $14.99, $15.99, because he is, I believe he is vintage. I don't know that for sure since there's no date on the tag. So anyway, sometimes it's educated guesses, but that's why I bought him. He was unique enough, and the little, it looks like a hand-woven knitted blanket with the tassels at the bottom was different enough that I thought this was worth listing. So I'll stick him over here. Okay, number 700 was Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is manufactured by Toy Network out of Los Angeles, which is connected with Warner Brothers, and he still has his tag on him, so he has not either been roughly played with or played with at all. He's really in good shape. And I think this does have a year. Let's see if I can find it. For some reason I'm thinking 1996, but I'm not seeing it on here. Anyway, he is the little Mexican Scooby-Doo with his sombrero and his poncho and what are these called? The shaky things in his mouth. Maracas, is that right? So anyway, and his 2 little whiskers below his chin. So Scooby-Doo I paid 99 cents for. And he is fairly collectible. Let me see what my research showed. $16.99, so definitely that's following the 4 times rule. And then 701, oh, this was a good find. Let me show you this. New with tags. This is a beautiful good brand. I didn't know the brand. I had to look it up. Let me find the tag and show you, because I was not familiar with this, probably because I've never paid this much for a bathing suit. But it is a, can you see that? S-A-H-A, Saha Celine is the name of it. The brand is Saha, and I guess the model is Celine. And it has, of course, it's new with tags, never worn, woman's size, small, and it has a mesh back, which is really cool and makes it very unique. This was, let's see, it has 2 tags on it, so I think I did get it for the half price. So I believe it was around $2 that I paid. The comps are comparable bathing suit like it, was listed also new for around, when there was one for $60, one for $65, and one for $70. I'm not going to list mine that high. I want to be the lowest price one of those, and let me see what I decided to do. $35.89 is what I decided my list price would be on that. Okay, this was one of my coolest finds of the day. I have never seen anything quite like this. It is, let me let you see the whole body of her. It is a little girl bunny with a Delft porcelain pottery blue and white face, and then Delft pottery feet and legs, or at least up to kind of her knees. You can hear the pottery clanging. And then a stuffed body and cloth dress on her. And I really had a hard time finding one like it to compare with comparable listings. I finally found one that sold, and it sold for, I believe it was $44. I paid $4.99 for her. I paid up a little bit on her, so $5, following my rule, is 5 times 4 is 20. So I knew I needed to sell her for at least $20. And based on the comp that sold for $44, I decided to list this at $37.49. So really, really cute. I love her little pantaloons. She has one kind of twisted up there. There we go. Anyway, very cute. Very cute. Number 703 was this little guy. And again, I still have the sticker on him. He was $3.99. And he was so cute, it just attracted my attention. But I'm going, what is this? It's too little to be a vase. It's too shallow to hold much like jewelry and kind of hard to get in there. So once I got home, I looked it up initially in the store, and because it said Czechoslovakia on the bottom, of course, I knew it was vintage. Czechoslovakia hasn't existed for what, 30, 40 years, something like that. So I did, once I dug down a little deeper, find 2 that are listed currently. One was a different color of the little container on the top, and I found out it is a match holder. So someone would put this in their kitchen, or maybe by their stove or their fireplace or whatever they needed to light, with little matchsticks in it. So that's what this is for, and at $4, again, 4 times 4 is 16. $3.99, I just round up to 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. So I knew I needed to sell him for around 16, and let's see what I decided. I actually went with $15.79 to get close to 16, but still stay under that mark. So again, he is in perfect condition. The other two that were listed had some chips around the top edge of theirs. This one doesn't have any chips at all. That's just amazing to me. Okay, then here's the next one. This is, and it was $2.99 in a gift box. It's a little porcelain tray that's, whoops, almost dumped it out, that says "Better Together." Can you see that with the light's reflection? I'm having a little tough time. Anyway, it is a navy blue porcelain with all the trim, the hearts, and the lettering in gold. And of course, still in its gift box, brand new, never used, $2.99. So I decided to go, that's 3 times 4 is 12. Once I found the comps on it, there were two very similar, but neither of them had the box with it, and the box makes it more valuable. So I have this listed for $19.99. I don't think I told you the maker of this, the manufacturer, Rosanna Imports, and this says Seattle, Washington, and I guess that's where they import the goods from, for Rosanna Imports. Okay, and last one. This one is first one I've tried in this category. So let me pull this over here and show you. First, what I saw was the vase, because the vase is a very good quality. It's certified international, made in China, but the artist on this is Tracy Flickinger, and Tracy has signed it here, and it says "C'est la vie." And the vase by itself is probably a value of somewhere between $20 and $30, but it had a floral arrangement in it that I really liked. I mean, it just looked like springtime, and it matched the colors in the vase really well. So it did have a couple of things that I didn't like, that I didn't think went with it, that I took out. One of them was pine cones. And I thought, wait a minute, I need a drink. The pine cones didn't belong in a spring arrangement, I thought. So this one was the most expensive one of the day. This was $6.99. And I knew the vase was worth that by itself. So 7 times 4, just for the vase, I needed to get 32. So then I'm going to sell it as a floral arrangement with the vase, because I just love it together. I mean, it just makes you feel happy, doesn't it? Put on a patio or in a sunroom. Very cool. 2 ladies sitting at the bistro having their wine under the umbrella. So very, very cool. I paid $6.99. I'm going to list it for $49.89. But I came up with that number because there were a couple that had kind of the same vibe that were listed for $69, $79, and actually I like mine better, so I hope someone will agree. It's just more fun. The others were more traditional, kind of formal looking. This one's kind of a funky, cool vibe, so we shall see. So start high. You can always lower the price, but it's really tough to go back in and raise the price. If somebody's watching it and you're raising the price, you might just run them off. So anyway, I hope you learned a couple of things that will give you some tips. The buy is 90% of being successful. If you can buy it right at the right price, the value is there with the comparables, or it's unique enough if there aren't any comparables, then you got it licked. So if you like this and it was helpful, I would really appreciate if you'd give me a thumbs up and come on and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing lots more videos for you to help you learn to be a success with your eBay selling. So thanks for being with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.